Hey, I'm so glad you stuck with me. Thanks for joining me again and for taking this easy, fun, and enlightening psychic quiz. It's only about 7 questions, and at the end, you'll have a really good idea of where your abilities are the strongest and which ones will develop the quickest for you. And by knowing this, I can help you to use the right tools to help you learn as quickly and efficiently as possible. Let's dive into your intuitive connection. We do this by tuning into your psychic senses, and each one of us has developed something a little stronger by our life's circumstances, just the way we grew up and what we needed at that time. Okay, question number 1. Recall the very first family trip or vacation that you took. So close your eyes, think of that event, think of that vacation, collect as many memories as you can. And what do you remember the strongest? So I'm going to need you to get a pad of paper out with a pen so you can write the answers. There's only a total of 7 questions. So what you remember, is it the scenery that you looked at, the photos that were taken, what the outdoors looked like? B, is your strongest memory how you felt about the trip overall? Do you remember having so much fun you laughed and laughed and laughed? You have these memories of everybody laughing and having such a great time. C, do you remember the conversations had the most? Do you remember something that somebody said that was so funny or that was so memorable that it's still in your mind right now? And then D, how you perceive the trip went overall. Do you think everybody enjoyed it? Something like that. Do you have factual knowledge of that trip? Okay, question number 2. Recall a movie that you watched and that had the most profound impact on you. And remember everything you can about it. And so these next questions are going to be what you remember the most about that movie. What memories come out the strongest for you? Is it A, the scenic places the movie was filmed, what the characters look like, how they dressed? Are you remembering their hairstyles, the colors that you remember seeing? Or B, your lasting feelings that the movie gave you? Were you crying? Was it a romantic movie? Was it a comedy? Were you laughing a lot? Was it a horror movie? Was it really, really scary? How did the movie made you feel emotionally? Or C, the dialogue of the film. Was there dry humor? Was there accents? And was there some amazing music? Or D, the learning takeaways from the film. Was it a politically charged film? Was the storyline believable? Was it an autobiographical film? Okay, question 3. Recall when you had a meal at a really expensive fine dining restaurant where you had to dress up. You had to take a shower and put your best shoes on. So recall all the details. Was it A, what the food looked and tastes like, the colors, the ambiance? B, your overall thoughts of the restaurant experience. Did you enjoy it? Did you feel good? Or C, what the people said at the restaurant. Did you recall the things that the server said to you? Was there music playing at the restaurant? The conversation that you had with whoever you were eating with? Or D, anything you learned overall, your opinion. Did you like the food? Did it take too long to get your food? All of those factual knowledge. Okay, we're moving right along. Question 4. Think about your childhood birthday that stands out the most for whatever reason. Think of all the reasons why this birthday is so memorable for you. Is what you remember the most A, the decorations, what it looked like, what your cake looked like, what you wore? Was the most memories visual? Or B, what emotions were felt that day? Was there some letdowns? Or was it the most fun you ever had? Or C, was it the conversations you had? Was there something that your mom or dad said that was so important, that was so special? Or D, what you know, was it cold? Did everybody show up a little bit late? Did you have a ton of birthday presents and you were just so elated? Okay, question number 5. Recall your favorite childhood toy and why you loved that toy so much. Remember all the nuances about this special toy. What do you recall the most? Was it the color, shape, size, and texture of the toy? Was it sitting on the bed? Was it on the shelf? That's A. Or B, was it the emotional feelings that when you think of this toy, does it bring back a lot of good, happy, joyful memories? Or C, The dialogue, the role play you used to have with this toy, did it have a sound? Did it play music? Did it talk back to you? Or D, do you remember your toy's name? Who gave it to you? And what happened to it? Do you remember those factual pieces? Okay, question number 6. So we're going to remember our favorite teacher that you had in school. It could be high school, middle school, or elementary school. Whatever teacher it is. It could also be your extracurricular activity, one of your coaches. Think of all the reasons why you remember this teacher the most. So do you recall A, the height, shape, hair color of your teacher? What they wore often, their basic shape of what they look like. Or B, do you remember the emotions or feelings that you have that's associated with this teacher? Did they make you feel included, loved, and wanted, and appreciated? So those type of emotional feelings that are connected with this teacher. Or C, the signature saying your teacher would say, or is there a certain song this teacher would always hum? Or would there be music time? Or D, the name of your teacher, maybe where they were from, were they funny? Did they have quirky things about them? Okay, last question, guys. Question number 7. Remember your childhood home. Bring in all the memories about that place. Which memories came in first for you? Was it A, the outside color or shape of the house, how big it was, what was on the walls, what was on the floors, these huge windows, or did it have a broken window? B, what are the emotions surrounding this home? Do we have a lot of emotional memories in this house, things that happened in the home? Are they happy memories? Are they memories of things, poignant times in your life? Or C, the funny things that were said in the home? Or was there a lot of music played? Did everybody have an instrument? Or D, do you remember the address of your home? How far it was on your street? Was it on the left side or the right side of the street? Did you have a long driveway or do you have a very short driveway? How many rooms it had? Did it have a basement? Alrighty, so let's get a tally of all those questions, go through each one, and get a total of how many you answered for A, B, C, and D. So if you have a large number of answers that were A, you have a very strong visual memory. That means your clairvoyance could be very, very strong. Indicators of a clairvoyant ability is your dreams are more and more active and vivid. You're able to recall the details of your dreams and they're in brighter detail. You have had precognitive visions in your dreams or daydreams or in meditation. You're able to tap into some different language. Again, clairvoyant abilities. That means you're downloading some information and those beautiful words are just coming right out. If you have a lot of B's in your answers, you have an emotional memory, which is your clairsentient ability. This is a clair that we can all learn to manage well. Living in this physical world, our clairsentient ability, be able to feel clearly, is something that we all use almost on a daily basis. So those with the ability to sense spiritual energy, in addition to reading emotional energy, are clairsentient. You know how you have hunches, you just know things, your gut instincts. Probably already felt those and you've experienced that a couple of times in your life. So if you can walk into a room and feel the emotion in the room by just feeling the people and the energy in the room, that's your clairsentience. Okay, let's look at the C's. So if you have a lot of C's in your answer, you have a very strong audible memory. Your clairaudience is very, very strong. Indicators of a strong clairaudient ability is hear things, but you realize no one else heard it but you. That ever happened? You end up being the friend that people call when something goes wrong. You're a great listener. You're able to listen to somebody, understand what they're saying as well as what they're not saying, their emotional message coming across. You really love music. You're a lover of music. Sometimes if you want to figure something out, and then all of a sudden you get the answer in your head and you think, that's a really great idea. And you almost hear it, somebody saying it, but you know there's no one else in the room but you. It's okay. That is your clairaudient kicking in and you're literally hearing your spirit guides talk to you. So that's a great thing. Okay, so if you have a lot of D's in your answers, That is your factual memory, your clear cognizant. That's just clear knowing. Also called divine knowing or drop-in insight. Sometimes these great ideas can come and go like a flash. They'll just come fast. And if you don't say it out loud, then you'll lose it. It's like, I had something, it was on the tip of my tongue, but now it's gone. That's sometimes your clear cognizant coming in, and then you go in and then you go out. It's like this revolving door. And sometimes you're getting just downloads. You'll wake up in the middle of the night and you have this whole great idea of some new project for you, or a whole solution of the situation at work. Like, I figured it all out. It all came to me. I've got the whole thing. I've got it all mapped out in my head. If it is a hodgepodge, if I have equal amounts of A and B or A and C, know that some of our clairs are equally as strong. You have high claircognizant or clairaudient or clairsentient. So it's okay that not one is stronger than the other. That means you've been kind of working on all of them all at the same time. Whether you're interested in doing readings as a career or just developing your intuition to enhance your quality of life and find your soul purpose somewhere on that path. This Intuition Basics course is for you, and I'm so excited to bring it to you. I would love to work with you. So visit my website, purplespiриthealing.com, and there is a page that talks all about this course, and I hope to talk to you soon. Aloha.